Hello everyone, this is Akhier, Dragonheart, and when I last left off, well, yeah, there's that. So, first things first, let's not be there. Oh, I'm out of mana. That's unfortunate. Mana surge. Hello! Leave me alone, I'm not ready? Dang it. Okay, yeah, you take decent damage, I guess. You're not, like, completely resistant to everything I do. Oh, that hurt. Okay, that works. I'll just grab all this stuff if you don't mind. Axe of Paradox, Leather Gloves of Magic, Balance, Tiny Black Star. Cool! Yeah, thank you, Elise. Let's see, I want the Leather Gloves. +3 Magic's pretty awesome. What do? You are light. You give me extra damage, extra crit, and let activate for Echoes of the Void. Each turn for 6 turns, mental save or suffer mind damage. It was really resource damage. I think I'm gonna right away put that on. And actually, come to think of it, oh, that's cute. I can't use it because creatures are watching me, and that would be bad. I like that. I got a lot of stat ups. I almost forgot to go here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3. There we go. Yay, it's a beam now, and it deals massive amounts of damage. Cone of Flame, any target caught will take lots of fire damage and be stunned for 3 turns. Increase the spell power. Oh, I should check out freezing, damage, increase, conjures dealing dead, and any creature caught and knocked back. Blur sight. Chain lightning. How about yes? I'm partial to chains of lightning. Teleport. Minimum at level 4, which creature to teleport. Choose an area. I was actually kind of going for this because it would let me do the whole choose where you want it thing. Take one out there, and there, another one, and another one. Hey! Okay. Well, I managed to max out a couple of things, which is pretty cool. That one's relatively cheap to use. I think, yeah, mana cost 1, cooldown 3. This one has a bigger thing, so it's interesting, don't get me wrong, but I think I'm gonna go with what I got there. I see now nothing else particularly looks as exciting in that. Yeah. Oh, hello. Ooh, that looked cool. I should try out chain lightning at some point. Actually, come to think of it. No, that's not what I was trying to drag. I was going for that. There we go. And what's Akhier for that? Okay, so what is the condition for being able to... Okay, so what? Is it a cooldown? Yeah, it's got a cooldown, so... There we go. I guess that makes sense. Huh. Interesting enough, I guess. Now, where's the guy that gave me the quest to go do that? Okay, I bumped into you, nothing happened. Bumped into you. I say there. I say, you there. Yes, you, young one. You seem like the adventuring fair. Up to all sorts of doodaddle in the outside world, I imagine. Well, don't forget to pay patronage to our good library here in the city. The riches of the world are all well and good, but where would we be without the gift of knowledge? And all proceeds go towards the funding of further research. No greater cause, yes? Cute. Oh, cool. It's lore in the form of buying it. Ooh, lots of lore. Ooh, and it actually has a... It's actually worth it. Okay, let's do this. Now for a lecturing type of way. What is magic? A study by Archmage ToME. How uncouth and common a question it must seem, and yet is one I must... Oh, I already messed up. How uncouth and common a question it must seem, and yet it is the one I am often asked most... Do over. What is magic? A study by Archmage ToME. How uncouth and common a question it must seem, and yet is the one I am asked most often, even by some of our most learned students. Too often we teach the art by practice and imitation and concentration on the end effect, without teaching in greater detail the underlying principles. Just as a musician may merely play on his harp, without knowing how the sounds arise from the vibration of the strings, so a mage may make use of magic without realizing the true forces at work. In this document I hope to give learning on the nature of magic, and how the underlying effects give rise to all the wondrous fruits we can produce. Alchemists will tell you that the world is made up of many base materials, lead, copper, iron, gold, and so on. They are fixated on splitting things down into these components and investigating how they react with each other. However, there is more to the world than this. Certainly they represent the physical makeup of things, but they do not show the force and energy that brings everything into motion. The forces of fire, cold, lightning, and life itself are all very real effects, and these we call the elements of Maj'Eyal. The true Archmage is interested in the interaction of the elemental forces of the world and manipulating them to his or her need. Elemental forces exist naturally in the world and are weaved around all things in an all-encompassing canvas. They move, vibrate, and resonate with the materials of the world, and the effect of each play heavily on one another. All creatures naturally make use of these elements, and some are more attuned to these threads than others. With great training and practice, we can become more attuned to these wild forces ourselves. In so doing can match the speed of wolves, the strength of bears, the tenacity of treants, and even the immense natural power of dragons. But there is another way of gaining access to these elemental forces, a more direct way, though some would call it unnatural. Long ago, people discovered with much training how to concentrate their wills to pluck the elemental threads directly. This can release great energies, and these can be shaped to produce real effects in the world. Plumes of fire, bolts of lightning, and blasts of ice can all be called forth by these suitable trained. The true masters of magic can go much further, combining many resonant forces to create complex physical effects. The tapping of threads can be a draining task, requiring much effort of will to sustain. This is what we, versed in the arcane, call mana. That mental stamina dedicated to the interaction with the elements of the world. Continual use of magic is like the constant lifting and holding of heavy weights, and eventually one will find one's capacity drained. Practice allows one to build up greater pools of mana. Certain runes and spells can gradually build extra reserves to be called upon as needed. Magical runes and items imbued with an attachment to certain elemental threads. This requires delicate work by experienced and gifted enchanters. The most intricate of magical artifacts demand many years of work, using intense mental effort to permanently attune the core materials to the right elemental energies. Gemstones are especially easy to work with in this craft, and alchemists use them often to bring about elemental effects. Some believe that magic is inherently wrong. The so-called twisting of the elements with one's will can only lead to terrible things. As students of Angluin, I assume you disagree. Magic is simply an extension of the forces of nature, and are we not natural creatures that use it? But remember that magic is still a powerful force that can be used for good or ill. Magic is indeed a tool of immense value. Use it wisely. My goodness. That was a good one. I need to take a drink of my soda. Wow. More than I was expecting. Which is a good thing, honestly. I always like to get more than one expects. Sure, why not? Bye. Oh, it's another long treatise. Oh well, this must be the lore video. It was some years now since 2 of our brightest students left Angluin, sullied by our veil of secrecy and our silent duty. It still lays heavy on my heart to think what they could accomplish within our private circles. I but hope that one day they whilst return, and they whilst understand the reason behind our solemn mission. But I must think of the future, for too many are the regrets of mine long past, and to hold their burdens overlong is to be crushed. I must think of ye, young acolytes, who start now in the training of our lore. I must explain to ye our mission, our purpose, our justification, so ye understands all what we do and why. In secrecy we operate, trying to heal the harms of our past, trying to build a better future, for our penance is great, and never should it be forgotten in all of Maj'Eyal, the terrors of the Spellblaze. I should know well, for I was there. But a young mage was I, though not without promise. I knew of the Shalorian mage's experiments on the Chartal ruins, and I were jealous of the power they sought to unlock. No fear or caution had I in my arrogant youth, thinking only of opportunities and glory. Heed well that thought. 2,600 cycles of the sun have passed above my head, and yet still I cannot shake the memory of the day the sky turned to flame, and the earth was torn to shreds. I felt the magic in the air, the sudden unleashing of arcane energies beyond anyone's control. I knew in an instant that Chicharons had unlocked the power of the far portals, but the forces were far beyond their expectations. I saw within seconds the streams of blazing energy tear through the sky above our heads, then rain down in crimson plumes of destruction. It's all I could to put a shield above my head, about myself. And the burns I suffered were terrible, such that scars remain to this day. No one about me survived. Still, I remember my sister Neria's shortened scream as she stood beside me, her skin flayed off by the terrible energies, her body consumed by a pyre of flames, her ashes strewn by a great tumult in the earth. 26 centuries have passed, and still I do wake to the sounds of that scream. Many were the loved ones I lost that day, and I were not alone. Countless perished across the land, countless more died in the chaos which followed. Then the spell hunts began. People rose against the arrogance of the mages, began slaughtering us mercilessly. After the spell blaze, our abilities were in disarray, our mana channels sundered. We were nigh defenseless, and it took great effort to gather many of us together and found the hidden city of Anguin. Great many mages were killed in the riots that followed, and many innocents too, for distrust was rife, and the thirst for blood all-consuming. But alas, the suffering did not end there. The effects of the spell blaze can still be seen today in tortured lands and blighted earth. In the Age of Dusk it were much worse. New diseases rose, plague swept across all cities, civilizations brought to nothing. All our races came close to extinction, and an age of darkness came upon all learning and enlightenment. Feudal lords and bandit gangs fought amongst what little healthy lands were left, whilst the blights continued to ravage what free people remained. That was when I did begin our secret mission to repair the world, to make right the error of our actions. Silent operation, we visited the broken lands, used our powers to heal, not to destroy. Many centuries it took, but at least the after effects of the spell blaze began to diminish, and the people began to rebuild. How much hope there was in me then, but foolish were I to think it could be so easy. The wound's veil struck deeper than mere diseases on the surface. The poisons went down much further, and the cracks tore through the very roots of our world. One day, in stormy day, a great cataclysm swept forth from the east. The land rose 500 leagues into the sky. We could do naught but gasp in horror as whole cities, whole races were swept into the sea. The continent was sheared apart, and all of Ael forever changed. It was a sight to humble even the greatest archmage. Aye, humility is what I teach to ye now. Know ye well that there are forces out there which dwarf ye into insignificance. Know as well they have no glory, no pride, for they are forces of ultimate destruction which bring only terror and pain. Our mission is to help the world. Our penance is to act in secret. Old wounds remain and new threats do arise, but all must be dealt with from behind our cloak of silence. The mistrust of our ilk still lies deep in people's minds, and there are even those who hate us with a violent passion. But the world is changing. Perhaps one day we shall be accepted again in society. Till then, remember this lesson well of humility. An open world, keep ye secret, keep ye safe. Interesting. Whew. I was kinda... Let me see your wares. Cool. So rings with occasional... Oh, that's a nice one. A pilfering. Okay. Interesting. Pinning immunity, 20%. Stamina each turn plus 1. I don't use stamina, but it's pretty cool. Okay. I was slightly worried when I went there that, you know what? What if they want to send something more for me to talk at? It's like I don't really mind doing lore. It's just I think that was most of what I did this video. Yeah. I don't just think, I'm pretty sure it's exactly that. I mostly just did lore. Oops. Hope you don't mind. That's right, what is that? Oh, that's the Void Star. Okay. Okay, apparently no, I don't need anything with her right now. Let's go! Please tell me. Oh, cool. So I get to see it from a different angle. Okay, cool. I'm not part of your hunt yet. Okay. Apparently this is the end of the world or something. I don't know. Well, I don't really have anything on me, so I might as well head into here. Yes. Ooh, inertial. It has words on it. I like it. Oh, hey, something over there. Oh, it's just a black bear. Take that. Haha. Oh, cool. Let's see, what are you bad against? There we go. Okay, good. I didn't overweight me. I was slightly worried there. Ooh. Do I have boots yet? I don't think I have boots. No, I don't seem to have boots. What are you? armor. Nice. Hello. Yeah, maxing it really helped a good bit. It's interesting. Oh, hello. Oh, nice. You don't like fire very much. Ooh, wizard ring. Changes stat, magic +3, spell play, save +3. I'm getting a lot of good stuff this time around. Oh, that was a weird sound. I wonder what it was I just killed. Giant rabbit. I wonder what a beam does. It says it's a beam, but... yeah, well. Oh, hello. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Ooh, nice. Is that the kind of thing I'm wielding? Yeah, I think that's the kind of thing I wield. How does it compare to what I currently do? So this is lightning instead of fire. It doesn't really have any difference beside that. Okay, it adds some stuff, okay. Ice Beast. I bet you're weak against fire. Ow. Gloves of Dexterity. What am I currently wearing? I'm currently wearing gloves. I remembered that much. Okay, I'm wearing magic gloves. Don't want to change those then. Red crystal. I'm guessing you're pretty good against fire. Yeah, you're pretty good against fire. Lightning it is! Black crystal. You don't have anything to do with anything that I do. So, yeah, fire. Blue crystal. Sure, lead on, I will protect you. Hey, blue crystal to the south. Rabbit. Got it. Okay. What's damaging? Ooh, damage, right. Maybe I should start healing myself. There we go. Oh, nice. Chant Fortitude, granting you... Okay, so he would allow me to learn chants or improve my magic by 1. Thank you. I've mostly taken the magic or stat improvement route when it comes to stuff like that. Linen robe. What am I wearing? I'm wearing exactly the same thing. Okay. Oop, right. Okay, yeah, beam does go through stuff. I figured that's what it was. It makes sense, you know. It's like, that's generally... Crystalline gloves. What? Oh, artifact. Yes, tell me what they are. Thank you. Let's find out a little bit more. +3 magic. So I lose a little bit of armor, but gain a lot more. And with finding those, I think that's a good point to come into this video. So this is Akhier Dragonheart, and I'm signing off.